Hi, my name's Omar. I work at the FDM group as a software developer, and I have autism spectrum disorder, or ASD for short. So, in terms of my typical day at work, in terms of my main role, I usually program in the coding language C Sharp, but I can also do stuff with other languages such as JavaScript and HTML. Um, when my team usually gets given a project, we basically divide the work into separate tasks or milestones, also known as tickets. And once we pick a ticket, we do some work. So we create some code, implement logic, etc., etc. And once that gets approved by another member of the team, and everything's okay, we then put those tickets all together into a final project which we would eventually deliver. On top of my software development role, I also do something called RPA development, which is kind of like programming, but it's when we instead use a tool online to create something referred to as a bot. And bots are essentially used to do long and repetitive tasks that humans usually have to do. So it could be like entering data into a spreadsheet every time a form is sent. A bot would essentially just get the data that that person has submitted and just simply enter it into the spreadsheet, so no one has to bother typing it all out. A nice way to think of it is like a bot is like artificial intelligence without the intelligence. In terms of me doing this role, and was this a job I always wanted to do? The answer is no. I did not from a young age think I want to be a programmer or something like that. That wasn't really what I intended to do in my younger years. I guess I always wanted to be a scientist or maybe a doctor when I was really young. I guess how I came into this job, I guess when I did my degree in electronic engineering at uni, we did some computer science based modules as well, since my degree and computer science were linked. My degree focused more on hardware, whereas computer science obviously focused more on software. And so there is some intersectionality between the two, so that's why we were given these modules. And so that was my first exposure to proper programming, and I guess I kind of noticed that I was kind of better or at the software stuff than I was at the hardware stuff. But even still, I kind of had on and off with things. Should this be the degree I should have chosen, or maybe not? Or should I have done software or should I have done computer science, or should I have done something that wasn't technology related altogether? I was going through all these thoughts and feelings when at uni. However, when I did get in contact with FDM, they did offer me a role, and this was at first as a consultant for Java development. That's a different language if you didn't know. And so I applied to FDM and they hired me. I got trained in Java, and then they offered me an internal role within the actual company rather than as a consultant, and I've just been doing that ever since. What would I say to myself when I'm younger? There's a lot of people in this world that you will meet who will try to undermine you or think they're better than you, or try to act or tell you in a way that they are better, you should be more like me or more like them, more precise, and what you're doing isn't correct, you shouldn't be doing this is the correct way to do it. a lot of these people don't actually know what they're talking about. Some of them are just saying this stuff to make themselves feel better. And yeah, you know, make your own path. Don't let others determine what you want to do. You find out for yourself.